I'd like to call this meeting to order. Can I get a roll call, please?
Mrs. Cicchini?
Here.
Mrs. Deli is not here. Mr. Gassion?
Here.
Mr. Little?
Here.
Mrs. Morocco?
Here.
Mrs. Simmons is not here. Mrs. Malone?
Here.
Mrs. Zobari is not here. Mrs. Space?
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. Please join me in the flag salute.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The New Jersey Open Public Meetings Law was enacted to ensure the right of the public to have advance notice of and to attend the meetings of public bodies at which any business affecting their interests is discussed or acted upon. In accordance with the provisions of the Act, the Sussex-Wantage Regional School District Board of Education has caused notice of this meeting to be published by having the date, time, and place thereof posted in the school building and notice of said meeting sent to the New Jersey Herald and the Star Ledger.
The Sussex-Wantage Regional School District is a responsive, caring, child-centered community. Our mission is to educate each individual to become a confident, competent, lifelong learner and productive, responsible citizen by providing challenging opportunities and a safe environment through a partnership of families, schools, and communities.
Thank you, Ms. Malone. At this time, we move on to the report of the Superintendent of Schools.
Thank you. Not too much to report out on. Just want to thank everyone who was associated with the extended school year program, the summer step up program. It's very well attended. We appreciate everyone's effort. Over the next month, summer cleaning will be enhanced with kids in the building. It kind of makes it difficult sometimes. So now the custodian and maintenance staff will be working towards getting school buildings open for September. Thank you. That's all.
All right, thank you, Mr. Hall. At this time, we'll move on to audience remarks. Members of the audience are invited to make brief comments about items on this agenda and matters of interest to the district. Seeing none, we'll move on to the board secretary's certification.
Pursuant to NJAC 6A 23A-16.10C3, I certify that as of June 30th, 2026, no line item account has encumbrances and expenditures which in total exceed the line item appropriation in violation of NJAC 6A 23A-16.10A.
Thank you, Ms. Stryker. We'll move on to the approval of board minutes for May 7th, 2026, regular and executive session. Can I get a motion? Thank you. A second?
I'll second.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Mr. Little?
Yes.
Mrs. Morocco?
Yeah, abstaining.
Mrs. Cicchini?
Abstain.
Mr. Gassion?
Abstain.
Mrs. Malone?
Yes.
Mrs. Space?
Yes.
I think that the minutes were approved, but I'm gonna confirm that. Because it's a tie and, so we'll leave it that I'm unsure and I'm gonna confirm with Francis. Cause I've never had that happen before.
Thank you, Mrs. Riker.
So if they're not approved, I'll put them on next month's agenda.
Okay.
Otherwise, if I don't do that, then it's all good.
We do not need to go into executive session. We'll move on to the presentation of agenda items.
Thank you. Under personnel, I'd like to move items 1 through 14.
Can I get a motion?
A motion.
Thank you. A second?
I'll second.
Thank you. Roll call. Oh, any discussion? Sorry. Roll call.
Mr. Gassion?
Yes.
Mrs. Cicchini?
Yes.
Mr. Little?
Yes.
Mrs. Morocco?
Yes.
Mrs. Malone?
Abstaining from number 14, Peggy Rager and Stephanie Short, yes to the rest.
Mrs. Space?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Your policy, I'd like to move items 1 through 5.
Can I get a motion?
I'll motion.
Thank you. A second?
I'll second.
Thank you. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Morocco?
Yes.
Mr. Gassion?
Yes.
Mrs. Cicchini?
Yes.
Mr. Little?
Yes.
Mrs. Malone?
Yes.
Mrs. Space?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Under finance, I would like to move items 1 through 24, pulling item number 6. Mrs. Demolakis came across a alternative training program that's much more cost effective.
Can I get a motion?
I'll motion.
Thank you, a second? Thank you, any discussion? Roll call please.
Mrs. Chikini?
Yes.
Mrs. Morocco?
Yes.
Mr. Gashon?
Yes.
Mr. Little?
Abstain from number 4, yes to the record.
Mrs. Malone?
Yes.
Mrs. Space?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Under curriculum, I'd like to move item number 1, pulling the second trip for, I believe, a modification in date on the addendum.
Can I get a motion?
I'll motion.
Thank you, a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, any discussion? Roll call please.
Mr. Gashon?
Yes.
Mrs. Chikini?
Yes.
Mr. Little?
Yes.
Mrs. Morocco? Yes. Mrs. Malone?
Yes.
Mrs. Space?
Yes.
Motion carries.
And referring to the addendum under personnel, I'd like to move items 1 through 6.
Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Thank you, a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, any discussion? Roll call?
Mrs. Morocco?
Yes.
Mr. Gashon?
Yes.
Mrs. Chikini?
Yes.
Mr. Little?
Yes.
Mrs. Malone?
Yes.
Mrs. Space?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Under finance, I'd like to move items 1 through 3.
Can I get a motion?
I'll motion.
Thank you, a second? Thank you, any discussion? Roll call please.
Mr. Gashon?
Yes.
Mr. Little?
Yes.
Mrs. Chikini?
Yes.
Mrs. Morocco?
Yes.
Mrs. Malone?
Yes.
Mrs. Space?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Under curriculum, I'd like to move item number 1.
Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Thank you, a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, any discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Little?
Yes.
Mr. Gashon?
Yes.
Mrs. Chikini?
Yes.
Mrs. Morocco? Yes. Mrs. Malone?
Yes.
Mrs. Space?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you, at this time we'll move on to unfinished business, does anyone have any unfinished business they'd like to discuss? Seeing none.
I know we're starting a new school year. The Chromebooks for kids, for the younger kids. Obviously that, there wasn't much done with that in a short amount of time. Did the curriculum stay the same for like first through fifth graders?
Yeah, I mean, aside from like normal routine curriculum updates, I think you're referring to trying to minimize the use of technology, right? So we had discussions with our curriculum director and our technology director about trying to phase that in over, probably a 2-year approach, just because so many of your, right or wrong, whether you agree with it or not, throughout the past 10 years, so much has been shifted to technology that a lot of your textbook materials and a lot of those things are already in commitments or having to renew commitments to do that. So looking at it over the next 2 years, maybe 3 years, that's when you phase that out. So now you're having preliminary conversations about how to do that best without being detrimental to everyone.
Any other unfinished business?
Just to update everybody, Mrs. Simmons had talked about the, when we take down the trees, the artwork on the stump. So I'd had a conversation with the artist that I mentioned before, and she hasn't got back to me yet, so I'm gonna follow up with another phone call, see if she's still interested, potentially coming out to look at it.
But now, aren't we removing the stump and like grinding it, or would
Yeah,
they like
so-
cut it
So that's part of the package, and then like, if this person were to come out and say, we really wanna do that, then we'd probably leave one over by like the playground area.
and that would obviously cost something? Or,
Yeah, you may recall, we got the funding with a grant, I wrote up the grant to enhance the front of Sussex Middle School with the basketball court and all that. So we wrote that up, we got that again for Wantage School, that's, if we did that, we would take a portion of that to do that, obviously if it's not so extreme, then,
but now it's not one of the stumps where the roots were,
with the sidewalk even.
yeah, the sidewalk.
No, it would probably, you'd probably look, if you're looking at Wantage Elementary School, the trees with the roots that are, all trees have roots, I'm sorry, but, I don't want to speak. But,
The sidewalk.
yeah, the sidewalk thinking is over to the left along Wantage School Road. The trees where you potentially make one of them, or more, the artwork would be over to the right in front of the fourth grade wing where kids play kickball.
Now, do the sidewalks have to be repaired?
I think inevitably, it's not like an emergent thing, it's been like that, shortly after they installed them. Maybe 15 years ago, maybe 10 years ago, they started to crack relatively quick.
So the stump grinding, can they get rid of some of the roots? Or
Yeah,
not
I think,
really?
just on my rudimentary understanding of what I've seen with stump grinding and things like that, they kind of do a perimeter around the trunk, I don't know if it's 2 feet, 3 feet. If we talk to the gentleman, can you go a little further? I would think it would depend how deep that is affecting that piece of sidewalk. There's probably, if I remember correctly, like maybe 2 slabs. And it's interesting because they're not really used, they're walking paths, but they're not really used to any great extent for, students don't come up that way, so. We would do what we can with this dump ground. Great point.
Any update on the trail behind CEL?
Yeah, Mr. Petrowski said that Caldwell, I think we put the price in the rundown, and we just have to finalize, like, do we definitively want that done in preparation for September?
Is that like for tree removal or to actually clear out the trail?
That was just clearing out the trail.
Okay.
He's not even getting involved with the
That's
trees.
what I thought.
Yeah,
Okay.
I forget the figure off the top of my head.
So no trees need to come down then, because weren't we kind of like,
He
I'm sure
after
of
you
that.
get the brush and all of that cleared out, I think that was a few $1,000s. We'd have a tree person come out, he recommended that.
any like feelers to the teachers to see if they'd actually use it? Since I know they don't go outside
Yeah, I mean,
super often.
it's hard to take their pulse like over the summer. Prior to that, you definitely had some people say they would, you have some people who say, it's not really my thing. I think they're optimistic about, you folks just approved the overall enhancement of pre-K funding. Pre-K playground area in the back of the building, where kind of the 2 wings meet, that's where we'll put a bunch of stuff for like outdoor classroom type thing, so I think.
When is that gonna start?
So now that you approved it, you advanced it a little bit, it'll probably come down to like the lead time of the items, the manufacturing of them, which can take up, I'll probably have a better pulse on that in a week or so, put that in the rundown. In an optimistic look, maybe start early in the school year. That portion of it, like we could presumably start without impacting to any great extent operations. If we choose to say, hey, listen, there's another component of it where we'll put more playground apparatuses in the front of Lawrence School for pre-K. That would involve, they have to shut down that portion of the playground to do the work, so we would have to decide, like, do we wanna impact that, do we wanna wait until spring or the following summer? If we wanna get it done sooner rather than later, then we try to work around that.
Do you have a plan of what it's gonna look like, or what it's gonna be?
Yeah, I think we had that in, we have images in there, if not, I'll put some images tomorrow, just to refresh everyone's memory, it's, we also walked the property with some of our pre-K people and, our pre-K coach and the company who provides those things and the ideas they had. And, more swings was like the hot button item, they wanted more swings. There's these other, look like kind of little train connecting pieces, that they said are very popular with the kids. And then in the back, kind of like single person swings, but larger ones, and some seats and shade tree type things. But I'll put those pictures out there again, just so you can see them.
Those wooden benches, are we getting rid of those too?
We can excavate those out. Over time, what's happened, what you mean with the planters in the middle on the big playground? Yeah, so those were built by somebody in connection to fundraising for that. So we've been very conscious about, trying to appraise what's damaged. But as different ones have been falling, in disrepair over time, we excavate them out.
Yeah, they look like they're gonna.
Yeah, we've, over time, you tried to be sensitive to like, hey, people either volunteered or helped pitch in to do that. We've done that, we've replaced wood over time, we've done that deck over sometimes, that, paint-like material. But over the long term, I don't see us like rebuilding them, so. Yeah. There's a slide also at Lawrence School, just through maintenance, is has a crack in the bottom of it, so we anticipate replacing that slide. You may see it out of decommission right now.
That's one of the cautions.
Yeah,
Yeah, and that was, I think
It
that
was
was board
approved,
approved
right?
at the
Yeah.
June meeting, so, but
lead
the
time.
lead time, you just never know how long it's gonna take.
Any other unfinished business? Any new business?
Actually, wait, I'm gonna backtrack. Transitional kindergarten, any more talk about that?
Yeah,
That's kind of like
you know, kudos to Ms. Gomez, Ms. Moss, Henson, and Ms. Wagner. They tried their very best to get everybody on board, meaning parents on board for it, and we just didn't have the numbers. You know, I think it was up to 8. You really want to almost double that. Otherwise, the other classes swell, you know, in
Right.
size.
Okay.
So how does that work? Like if a kid should be held behind, are we doing that? Are we recommending it? Especially if they're young.
Yeah, those decisions are always made in concert with parents.
Okay.
Yeah, but generally speaking, just in my experience, like very few parents are supportive of doing that.
Anything else? You sure?
Good.
Any new business? Seeing none, we'll move on to audience remarks. Members of the audience are invited to make brief comments about items on this agenda and matters of interest to the district. Seeing none, we do need to go into executive session for approximately 30 minutes. No action will be taken. Can I get a resolution?
Whereas pursuant to NJSA 10-4-12B, the Sussex-Wantage Regional Board of Education may exclude the public from that portion of a public meeting at which the board discusses any of the matters described at NJSA 10-4-12B 1-9. Now therefore be it resolved that the Sussex-Wantage Regional Board of Education shall enter into closed session to discuss personnel and legal matters. Now therefore be it further resolved by the Sussex-Wantage Regional Board of Education that pursuant to NJSA 10-4-13B, the time when and the circumstances under which the discussion conducted in closed session can be disclosed to the public is when the need for confidentiality no longer exists.
Thank you, Mrs. Reiger. Can I get a motion? Thank you. A second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any noes? We are back in public session. Can I get a motion for adjournment?
I'll motion.
Thank you. A second?
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any noes? Have a good night.